Good everyone. As an electrical contractor, as an A-grade electrician, are you going to have enough to be able to retire on? Now, typically that's going to be based on your super that's accumulated, compounded over 35 years or thereabouts. And let me pose to you right at the start that this is not to be considered as financial advice. This is just based on me being in my 60s, me having run a business for 30 odd years, and it's just based on my own personal experience. But if you look at what your monthly expense is, excluding if you still have a mortgage by the time you retire, so exclude anything to do with your housing costs, whether it's mortgage, rent, I think you would need to include because that's going to be part of your cost. But let's say that it's about $4,000 per month in terms of the minimum, I think, to survive in Sydney. A minimum of $3,000 to $4,000 per month minimum, I reckon, is going to be required. Now, 4,000 times 12 is $48,000. Let's say it's about $50,000 that you're going to need annually. Typically, if you want a risk-free investment, so if you want something that just delivers interest of 5% on $50,000, that's about $1 million that you'll need at 5% interest to be able to get $50,000. That's if you do not want to touch your capital. But for a lot of us, that's not going to be possible. So I guess another way to look at that is that if males live up to 83, females live up to 85, and if you are retiring at 55, 57, which typically in the trades is more likely than not, given the physical aspects of what it is to be involved in the trades, it means you've got 30 years of needing to provide for that. Now, leave alone, I guess, the interest, but if you looked at your capital based on 30 years, multiply that 30 years by about $50,000 in terms of what you need to provide. And that's what your capital would need to be to whittle down to zero by the time the 85 or 83 years comes about. But I would say that anyone that's looking at retiring, start to look at those sort of numbers, because the worst thing would be that you reach your 70s and realize that you don't have enough capital. And that's the worst time when there are medical expenses, when there's aspects that you need to cater to. So look at your super balance, look at where you're heading, and have some thinking behind that.